Tail of the tape brought to you by Firehouse Subs. You can see Antonio Caruso is 7 years older than his opponent, Anthony Romero. Romero is taller at 5'11", but the reach advantage in both arms and legs favors the Australian Antonio Caruso.
You ready? You ready? Go!
Referee Larry Folsom says, let's go. Caruso in the black trunks, Romero in the gray. An interesting perspective, Kenny, from Antonio Caruso. He's very experienced. He's had some high-level fights, mostly over in Asia. Won championship, fought a former world champion and beat him in one championship. Doesn't mind having to prove himself here inside the Challenger Series cage, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And Romero acknowledged that, you know, Caruso, he hasn't seen any fights from him in the last couple of years. And a lot can change in mixed martial arts in 2 years. There's a lot of improvements that you can make. And so far, Caruso looking very sharp.
Exchange of low kicks there. Nice body shot from Romero, who then ducks under the counter.
Oh. Caruso ran into a nice jab there from Romero.
Excellent movement from Romero so far. Inside leg kick off balances Caruso. Stepped in behind the overhand. Good shot selection early from Anthony Romero.
Yeah, Romero really starting to find his range out there.
Take a listen inside the blue corner of Anthony Romero.
Careful, Duffin. I love it, brother. You're 2 minutes in, Romero. Now up.
Excellent mix of techniques there from Romero. Strikes, goes upstairs, goes downstairs, and ends up here, Tyron Woodley, on the back of Caruso, who stands back up.
I mean, off the rip, I already saw a high-level technique. I already saw the pacing. That filling out process I knew wasn't going to last very long. A lot of jabs thrown, a lot of slipping, and they were just really taking notes on how to land that powerful strike. Now we're in the position right here. I see Caruso actually escaping this position. There he is right there. And I see us right back in the middle, right back to the striking fest coming up soon.
Romero says, well, not quite yet. Uses a little judo and gets Caruso back down to the mat. What do you like from the Canadian so far, Vitor?
You know, Romero is just taking the control of the fight. You can see, I like his stance. He's just putting the pace, but Caruso is very, he's an old cat on that sport. So I can see he's utilizing, but Romero is just picking back and going back to his game plan. He reminds me of a lot of Canadians that we have on PFL.
A lift and a drop again there from Romero. He went to college.
Yeah, Romero's doing a great drop, yeah.
Yeah, that's almost Canada.
Yeah. Pretty close, but yeah, Romero's doing a good job. He was keeping his distance well, working his leg kicks and jabs, and, you know, of course, he's working in the takedown. So, you know, Caruso's doing his thing too, though. So you see him, he's got Romero up against the fence, so he's starting to assert his offense a little bit as well.
Ian Parker, what do you think so far?
Thanks, Sean. Listen, Romero, the nickname Genius, I love it. His fight IQ has been tremendous. That technique he had from the kick to the takedown, even on the judo throw, he's looking really good. Caruso's a very tough season vet, but every time he scrambles, Romero keeps ending up in dominant position. I think this kid is a special talent. We got a good prospect here, Sean.
You can see the emphatic wrestling here from Romero to stay on top of Caruso, who's offering plenty of counters, but Romero, the genius thing, one move ahead.
Yeah, no question about it. He's fighting very smart. He said he's a big fan of last year's PFL lightweight champion, Olivier Aubin-Mercier, has actually trained with OAM, and you're seeing that influence for sure. He's very patient, he's extremely well-rounded, he's very technical, and he's fighting very smart right now, and he certainly has the upper hand at the end of this round.
Final 30 seconds here. You see Romero takes the back, trying to isolate an arm. so he can attack this neck. Got the body lock. But probably not enough time to make a choke happen here as the first round coming to a close. Caruso will have to try and find an answer in round number 2, which we will see next on Fubo Sports. Anthony Romero in the gray trunks. Yulia telling us that it's round number 2. Antonio Caruso, who made the trip all the way from Adelaide, but he did so 4 weeks ago so he can get used to the time change and acclimatize himself here. Been training locally in Florida. He's in the black.
Yeah, smart decision to do that. Get here, get acclimated to the time change. He really has a big problem in front of him in Romero. Caruso now getting much more aggressive here. Landed a nice combination, almost took Romero's head off with that kick.
Mixing it up, punches and kicks. Caruso eats one for his efforts. Fascinating start to this second round as Caruso coming out a little more aggressive than he did in the first round. Nice right hand on the counter there from Romero. Caught Caruso after he missed the combination and tried to back up.
Yeah, Caruso did a good job of putting together his combinations. He's not hitting with the same kind of speed and power that Romero is. You can see Romero, a much bigger guy out there, a little bit more explosive as well.
There's another right hand to open things from Romero, then he ducks away.
And you can see some redness over that left eye of Caruso, Sean.
Yeah, they had to work on it in the corner to try and keep the swelling down. There's a clash of the heads,
yep.
Accidental it would appear. Low kick. We saw that pay some dividends in the first fight of the night. Charlie Deca cashed in on that. Another right hand from Romero. He likes to lead with the right hand, Kenny.
Yeah, definitely, and Romero does a good job of getting in, getting out, feinting, and really confusing Caruso.
Ian Parker, I think this is the first leg of your parlay. How you feeling about the pick?
I'm feeling great. I think we got something special here in Romero. He is just seeing everything coming. 10 seconds before Caruso even throws it. The head movement's there. That lead right shot that we talked about has been on the money, on cue. I think this is someone that can make quite an impact in the PFL at some point in his career. He looks great tonight.
Good combination there from Caruso, who then evades Romero's counters. Don't count out the Australian just yet.
No, Caruso's hanging in there for sure, but Romero just showing a lot of tools and only 25 years old.
Oh, right hand, he steps behind it.
He's trying to finish this shot. This is the kind of aggression that you want to see here out of the young 25-year-old, now really putting the pressure with ground and pound. They may stop this.
Caruso in big trouble here, the right hand landing.
Oh, wow.
It looked like Romero was asking the referee to stop, and he was landing so many unanswered rights. Caruso still in this, but in very serious trouble.
Yeah, Caruso trying to get out of there, but Romero really all over him. These are a lot of punches that are unanswered here.
And now Romero switches gears and tries to grab the neck. Caruso appears to have his wits back about him. He was swimming for a minute.
Oh my goodness, and Romero just putting even more pressure. From the frying pan into the fire goes Romero here as he's in a rear naked choke. Oh, he's gonna sneak out of it, maybe get on top. Oh my goodness, wow.
All the way out, but I think there was a fence grab potentially. We'll see what the referee has to say.
You go right there.
Oh, it's gonna be a point change, yep. A point taken
Point,
away.
grabbing the cage. Or point, grabbing the cage. Point, grabbing the cage.
No warning, and I'll tell you why there was no warning, because that was a significant moment in the fight, a drastic change in position and potentially momentum.
Go.
I think it's the right move to take a point there, Kenny.
Yeah, when it's blatant and when you see a positional change like that, that turns into an advantage, there does not need to be a warning for a fence grab.
You get the warning backstage
right
before the fight starts. I'm constantly warning Kenny Florian not to grab the cage.
Oh, big
Big
shot.
left from Romero. He started and finished with left hooks.
Man, the durability and toughness of Caruso, just amazing.
Another left landed there for Romero. Now a kick to the body. And he just keeps showing more and more technique here. But Caruso catches and takes down Anthony Romero. Antonio Caruso can't keep him down, but he throws a few left hands.
What a comeback this would be, because Sean, I mean, that's the only way he wins this fight, if he's able to come back and win by some kind of a stoppage.
Yeah, the first round pretty clearly belonged to Romero, and now the best that Caruso can do is a draw here in round 2 with the point being taken away.
Yeah, and Sean, you know, it could have been a 10-8 prior to that point being taken away, and here in round 2, Caruso was in big-time trouble, so showing some crazy toughness here.
Final few seconds of the second round. Caruso staying out of trouble late, steps in and stumbles. Round 3 to come. A very interesting second round. Anthony Romero representing Canada. Julia says here comes round number 3 of a possible 3. This is the final frame if we see an end to it. That right hand landed for Caruso on the ear, right behind the guard of Romero. See if he can use that to start anything here.
Yeah, and Caruso understands the assignment here, Sean. He's really being as aggressive as he can, but he's got a problem in front of him in Romero. Romero with a beautiful takedown.
Back to the feet for Caruso.
Oh,
And now he lands a left.
yeah, short shots landing for Caruso here, who continues to turn it up. And Romero's got to be asking himself, what do I need to do to stop this Australian?
Caruso stumbling forward, jamming up his own shots just a little bit here. Big knee from Romero, taking advantage of that close distance. Little fatigue setting in potentially for both of these fighters. The hands creeping down toward the belt line on the defensive posture.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, both men throwing with just a crazy amount of volume, Sean.
You can see our Cageonomics fight stats down there at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, and all hard shots.
Romero to the back of Antonio Caruso.
He has one hook, now he has two. He's a little high there.
See if Caruso can sneak out the back door. Strong hip so far from Anthony Romero.
Romero doing a good job of taking away the base, taking away the position of Caruso. Stops him from standing up, which was really good. Now maybe trying to work a half Nelson, maybe an arm bar, as Caruso might get up. Might get on top here. I think he will. Romero needs to put his foot on the mat, try to get around to his back again. Unable to do it. Nice job by Caruso.
No quit in this Australian. Antonio Caruso on top with half a round to work. This wizard position for Romero is so incredibly powerful.
Yeah, Sean, he's used this again and again, whether it's with an Uchimata throw or reversal or defense against takedowns. Really great understanding of an overhook.
Final 2 minutes of this exciting back and forth lightweight affair. Vitor, we're seeing a little bit of everything from Romero, but Caruso won't go away.
Caruso is a tough fighter. He's looking for one-on-one chance, but Romero is just too strong and too technical. His Chimata is just, with the Wizards, just taking the control of the fight, standing, throwing a lot of good punches, but Caruso, man, he's putting up a show. This fight is impressive, very impressive.
It's an impressive performance by Romero, but Will he be able to get Caruso out of here in the final 90 seconds?
I mean, the reason why it's an impressive performance by Romero, because Caruso has not accepted defeat. He will not give up. He will not allow any finish to take place, and he's consistently attempting over and over again. When I say Romero, he's showing that his IQ is through the roof. Right hand attacks, left hand attack, overhand attacks. He's showing that he's a well-rounded fighter.
Michael Carter-Williams, he's 25 years old, and he's got a complete skill set, it would appear.
Yeah, unbelievable skill set. Romero's really showing a little bit of everything in this fight. He's really living up to his nickname, the Genius. You know, Caruso has a lot of heart. Unfortunately, Romero just has too much skill, and you know, he's really having his way this fight.
Ian Parker, the bet's looking even better with the final 30 seconds to come.
Yeah, it looks great. Look, Romero did everything right. Even when he was in somewhat of a not-so-great position, he got out. That wizard was great. This kid's he's the real deal, Sean, and I'm happy he's going to hit that leg of our parlay.
Caruso continues his refusal to surrender, but Anthony Romero keeps attacking from the back. Final 10 seconds, and the Canadian clings to Caruso, who finishes with a few hammer fists. We go to the judges' scorecards again. We'll have an official decision when we return. After 3 rounds of action, we go once again to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-26 for your winner by unanimous decision, Anthony the Genius Romero.